Hey, Sydney, how's it
Hey,
going?
Mariella. Um, so I got your email. It's your conference time. Do you mind if we sit down and talk about Tommy? You said you have some concerns.
Yes, I do have a concern. As you're aware, that he's below grade level in his reading. He's still reading on a kindergarten level, and so we need to. I think it would be a good idea to sit down together and figure out how we can help him this year to progress in his reading as well as to perform in the classroom.
Okay. So in also the different screeners that I've done, I've noticed some weaknesses with his phonics skills. Are you noticing the same thing, or what? Why do you think he's just not getting it?
Yes, so I gave him the TPRI the beginning of the year, TPRI, and he had a difficult time blending the sounds. So he knows individual sounds and he knows how to identify the letters. But when it comes to reading the words together, that's where he has difficulty. Like he can say cat, but he can't say cat.
So those blends are just,
it's not computing, and he's not hearing what he's saying, and so
okay.
he's not able to read fluently because of that. So he's still at that stage. So,
okay.
and that's what I gathered from the TPRI. So he's able to identify the letters, he's able to identify the sounds, and he knows how to rhyme and things like that. But for some reason, when I want him to read words, he can sound them out, but then he can't read them.
And is that all the time, or are there certain settings, or is it just in general he's struggling with the phonics?
It's just in general. So because of his weakness in fluency, he's not able to read, and so he's not able to then comprehend. And he's not, so obviously he's not going to be able to complete his second grade work if he's still reading on it. Yeah, so we need to help him in some way, like to be able to access the curriculum in second grade at a kindergarten level. Like what can we do to help him in the classroom?
Okay, so I hear you're saying, he's struggling with those phonics and he's below grade level, and this is occurring all the time. Okay, so let's sit down and figure out what we can do. Okay, I guess that's time. We can rotate roles.
Okay. So who's
Veronica? Are you ready to be the consultant and I can be your consultee?
Sure.
Okay. So Veronica, I'm out of ideas. I don't know, I've tried sitting down next to him and just working out on worksheets, trying to just get him to sound things out individually, but he's just that's not clicking. Do you have any suggestions? What do you think?
So when you say it's not clicking, can you be more specific? What do you mean?
So he's the blends. He's not able to blend those sounds to make that word. He's just, those phonics are not, those basic phonics skills are not there.
Right. So I'm hearing you saying that his phonics skills are really deficient and he's struggling in your class. Is that what's happening with reading?
Yeah.
Is it just in reading, or is it overall?
It's overall.
Okay. And what are some of the things that you've tried in the classroom to so far?
Well, I've tried sitting down next to him, I'll put a worksheet in front of him that the whole class is doing, and I'll try sitting down with him. We've done that. I've had him read aloud with the whole class. We've done the round robin reading, and he's below his peers. He's below grade level.
Okay. So looking at his IEP, he's got several accommodations. I know he's currently, I've had a chance to look at his data and the data that you sent me before our meeting. And it looks like his level is at a kinder and he should be at the beginning of a second grade reading level. So what you're seeing is pretty typical of students at that level. His IEP goal has some benchmarks in it for phonemic awareness and phonics, but what we could probably do is maybe brainstorm some solutions that we can do instead of the round robin, to maybe target his phonics skills. I have a lot of activities in our SPED department. I can put together maybe a bin for you, for things that you could do in your small group that might be more effective to help him actually bridge the gap in what you're seeing with his blending, and kind of just really target that and make use of that time. What do you think? What are some other possibilities, or what do you think?
No, I think that would be good. We do stations. Maybe I could get a bin together for our station rotation. And that way, not only is he getting those phonics, the other kids can get it as well.
Yeah, I think that would be a really good starting point. During independent reading time, I would also suggest using the audiobooks. So we have the Ally book, the website. I can get you that information and get him signed into that, so that way he can kind of look at the words as he's reading and get the audio in there, and he's not just idly just kind of pretending like he's reading. I think we can just start with those two strategies. What do you think? Do you think there's something else he might be able to benefit from?
I think that's a good start. Maybe some tactile, some kinesthetic type activities.
Definitely. That is in his IEP. So he definitely has to have that multimodal learning. So whenever you're speaking to him, I would definitely reinforce the concepts with giving him something hands-on so he can actually put the words together. And I will get you a bin that I have in the SPED department, and I will get that when I bring the items for our station, our phonics station.
Oh, that would be a huge help, because goodness knows I do not have enough time in the day to put all that together.
I've got you. I will help you. Maybe we can get together in a couple of weeks after to see how he's doing and how his progress is going.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Sounds good. I guess we'll pause and rotate.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, so before we start, because I know I'm the consultant now, right? So do we just wrap it up then, or I don't know, like, do I start over? Because it sounds like we were wrapping it up already.
I would just kind of start from the beginning, I guess, a little bit, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So hi, Veronica. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm having problems with Tommy. I know it's the beginning of this school year, but I'm just lost. He's having a hard time keeping up with the kids and the work. And I just really could use your help with figuring out what to do with him.
Okay, could you be a little bit more specific? Like what is it that he's having difficulty with?
So we had an exit ticket in math, and he wasn't able to read anything on there. He kind of just sat there. He just kind of just sat there and kind of just looked, even though I read him the question, he didn't know what to do. And then in reading, when I'm in small group with him, he's in my lowest group, and he I don't know. I mean, I try to get him to use the strategies, and he's just not with it. And I don't know what else I need to do to help him make progress, but I'm really concerned.
Okay, all right. And what are some of the strategies that you're using now?
Well, right now I'm doing small group with him. I'm giving him the oral admin for his testing. I'm trying to, I'll go to his desk and I will try to help him with, break down a problem. But I don't know what else I need to do to help him, because I just feel like what I'm doing is not enough.
Okay, all right. So what I hear you saying is that maybe his reading level is probably hindering him from
Yes, definitely. We need to get his reading up and not
okay, all right.
really.
Well, in his IEP, he does have those accommodations that you're already doing, so yay. So it's just the oral admin, and giving him the accommodations of maybe making the assignments shorter for him, where he only does the even problems or the odd problems, and then you can read the word problems to him and see if that helps. But as far as his reading level, yes, we do need to help him with that. So what's specifically in his reading do you see that might be problematic?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know he doesn't really blend very well. I mean, he has a hard time with blending. That's what I'm seeing.
All right. So it sounds like he still needs a foundational work with his phonics. So what I can do then is when I go into the classroom, I can do a small group with phonics. Are there any other children that may possibly benefit from phonics group of work?
Well, we do word work and we do everything, but like I said, he's far below everybody else, even in my lowest group. I mean, so whatever help you can help me, so I can, maximize his learning in the classroom, that's what he needs, because I'm just afraid he's just going to get far behind, and then next year it's a testing grade. So I'm just concerned.
Okay, all right. So I can work with him when I go into the classroom for like maybe 15-20 minutes every day to work on his phonics. Is there anyone who's not as low as him, but kind of a little lower? So
I have another student in my low group that is, I mean, he's a couple of levels higher, but he's still considered below level.
Okay, all right, I can see, I'll need to informally assess them both just to be sure what level they're on. But yeah, so that's what we can do for now. So then I will come into the classroom and work on phonics with him. And then if you could keep doing the accommodations that you've been doing with him, it's like maybe shortening the assignments, reading assignment to him, making sure that he understands what he needs to do.
Yeah, I haven't tried doing the shorter assignments, but maybe that would not overwhelm him as much. And maybe I could get some good data just to see, if he only has 2 questions and it's the same thing. So I actually haven't had a chance to do that one, but I'm glad you suggested it.
Yeah, and then we can just take it from there. So we'll help him the best we can for him to participate the most that he can in the classroom with these accommodations, and then we'll work on his phonics as well. And I can also give you some activities that he can do in his stations to build on those phonics skills.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I can show you a few things that you can do with him as well when I'm not there.
I really appreciate you.
All right, no, thank you, Veronica. Thank you.